Now, 36 years after the historic Saba Saba movement of 1990, Kenya once again reflects on a struggle that paved the way for multi-party democracy and constitutional reforms. But as the country marks another July 7th, questions linger over whether the ideals of accountability, constitutionalism, and good governance have truly been realized. Haman Kamariki with the report.
For many Kenyans, July 7th, 1990 marked a defining moment in the country's democratic journey. The Saba Saba movement challenged one-party rule and demanded multi-party, constitutionalism, and respect for the fundamental rights and freedoms.
What the Gen Zs did is to blow the whistle. Something is wrong, yeah? Their parents were kind of shy, did not want to get involved, yeah? Some of them remember the Moi era, so they don't want. But these young people, essentially these are Kibaki children, and they were taught in schools, if things go wrong, you ask questions.
The agitation eventually ushered in multi-party democracy and years later culminated in constitutional reforms that expanded civil liberties and strengthened democratic institutions. But 36 years later, veterans of the movement say many of the grievances that sparked the protests remain unresolved.
What the police do is they don't want anybody on those streets. They want themselves to be on the streets. And therefore, they become the demonstrators, you know. And you see the government has never appreciated that it is their policemen that are demonstrating even against them.
Others argue that while Kenya has made notable democratic gains, those achievements continue to face growing pressure.
A lot of change has happened, but we are also seeing persistent and spirited attempts to claw back on some of the gains that we have made. And I think this is where the battle is. The battle is, do we allow the state that at times acts out of paranoia?
Some democracy advocates, however, believe governance challenges, corruption, and alleged violation of rights continue to undermine the aspirations of the second liberation.
This government, I don't know, if it can kill people carrying the Constitution, people carrying telephones and flags, how about if they behave the way we did? I think under this regime, we would be long dead and buried. I want to think that our dictator was slightly better because we were arrested by policemen and it's known and it's documented. Now people are being arrested by goons. Not like the 10 or 7 who beat up Joya. Now they come in hundreds and take control of a town center and beat up. Now, even if you are beaten and injured, where do you go?
36 years later, Saba Saba remains more than a date on Kenya's political calendar. For some, it is a reminder of the democratic milestones already achieved. For others, it is evidence that the struggle for accountable leadership, constitutionalism, and good governance is far from over. Haman Kamariki, KTN.